Hi everyone, welcome back to Shining Empathy. My name is Joel and this is your full moon reading for December 13th, 2016. Holy crap, can you believe we're already halfway through December? Winter solstice is fast approaching, followed rapidly by Christmas, Boxing Day, New Year's, and then it's 2017. So, same format as usual for my full moon reading here. There's just been some funny energies lately. Also, I apologize, this is a little bit weird lighting. I've got my camera light on, and because the daylight just wasn't going to happen today. It's been a really cloudy day. A few hours that I was waiting, the brightest parts of the day have already come and gone, and I can't wait to get this out because the full moon is tonight. So, just gonna have to be with the camera light. So, sorry about that. So yeah, same format as usual. Like I was saying, the energies have just been really funny lately. I want some details. I would like to figure out, I'd like to know more about what's going on right now. So, excuse me, with these cycles right now. Well, a lot of people that are going through just some weird things right now. So, let's have a look at what is happening for this full moon cycle. I feel like I might have by accident said new moon at some point. It is the full, just to clarify, in case I did that. Full moon, December 13th, 2016. All right. Whatever these are, these did not want to go back in the deck and are wanting to be read right away. So let's get to it. I am gonna, actually let's pop you down here. I am going to bring all the cards out. Now I realize that we're getting close to Christmas and the energies can just be really chaotic and just crazy leading up to that. But I'm feeling like it's more than that that's going on right now. So, at the root of this full moon is everyone kind of making the choice to follow more of their personal healing and happiness, what they need to do to get the most healing and to actually pursue happiness, to make the choice to pursue happiness. Let's see what else comes out there. A big part that's been playing with that is this feeling of envy, this feeling of maybe even jealousy of watching other people pursue their happiness, make the choice to be happy and pursue that. And maybe even watching people go through certain processes with healing and feeling like they weren't, and feeling like as the viewer of that's not what you're receiving. The thing about envy, of course, is that we too have our own little plate of gold coins that we're just kind of not, we're not paying attention to. We're too busy seeing what we think we don't have. However, as a result of that feeling of envy, and I've always said that envy is not necessarily a bad thing. It's like anger. It can be an excellent motivator. It can push us and give us the driving force to do what we need to do for ourselves. Just be wary of not being ignorant to the blessings that are already in your life. Make sure that you give appreciation to those things that are still there, okay? But allow it to be a motivator, as it has in this cycle, to push us to make new decisions and pursue a path more towards happiness, okay? So it sounds like envy has been our motivator for us to make the choice to move towards something that makes us happier, okay? Moving on. Family seems to be playing a critical part in this, either inspiration through the family, connections being made to the family in order to be able to pursue certain doors, opportunities, or maybe even just being a support system. But the connected family is definitely playing a role here in terms of I would say giving the juice or the power behind moving this forward. Maybe they're actually saying, you know what, you need to just do this here. You've been unhappy for a while, and like you need to do this, and those are the words that we needed to hear from family in order to do it. Whatever the case may be, family has been the catalyst in all of this and is pushing us forward in whatever way. They're either supporting us or giving us up the opportunities, what have you. It looks like, in particular, there is... Sorry, I'm just going to have my coffee as I do this here. It looks like, in particular, there is some kind of intellect, male-driven energy happening here. A very focused energy, like we've been very singularly focused on something. And maybe this is the thing that we've been so focused on, but like the family is just being like, look, obviously, like you're obsessed with this, you want to do this, just do it. Whatever it is that family has been kind of pushing us to, or supporting us, or whatever, is strongly connected to us being very singularly fixed on this one thing, this one aspect, this one hobby, this one thing that we really enjoy doing. It sounds like it's because we're so fixated on it. It's kind of beyond a passion. Like it's a passion. It's something that we just love doing. We're kind of only looking at that one thing. All right. Okay. So let's see what's the growth. That's the thing that's going to receive the most growth during this moon cycle, for this full moon. It's second chakra related. Second chakra can be a lot of things, but I always look at it as the relationship center, how we relate to others, and at the core of that, how we relate to ourselves, because fundamentally, how we relate to ourselves extends out into how we relate to other people and to the world itself. So there is an opening happening in the second chakra. Unfortunately, that is something that's kind of bringing that on is turbulent weather. And when the storm card comes up, it usually means just like a lot of emotional stuff is happening. This also tends to mean that we're in a very ungrounded place. So I would say during this time, just really make sure you do a lot more grounding work. Whatever that means for you, if that means visualization, exercise, grounding, or yoga, exercise, or just going for a walk, whatever that may be for you. Hug a tree. But make sure that you do more grounding. I've seen that as something lately, just kind of keeps popping up for me, that reminder, ground. And funny enough, I have been not feeling very grounded lately. I have been struggling to maintain that ground as of late. It has been easier for the last few months for me. However, as of late, it's been more difficult, and I've had to really remind myself, keep grounding, keep doing those exercises. As they do help, and when I don't do them now, I really notice. We are struggling to take action with something, direct, aggressive action about something. Either we're in a state of paralysis or fear, or maybe doubt, whatever it is that's holding us back, but we're being asked to kind of take direct action towards something, and we're just not doing it. Let's have a look more at that. We're being reminded that the things that are in our world are our own creation, and whatever it is that we want to create, sometimes it takes direct action. Sometimes we can just kind of like, it's a bit more passive, a bit more yin energy. But what the cards are saying right now is that which you are wishing to create in your reality, okay, that which you want to bring into your world, is requiring direct, aggressive action, okay? Either an opportunity is going to come up and you need to act on it, or the opportunity is already here and you need to seize the moment, okay? I'm not surprised this is coming up. Between now and the new moon, the full moon and the new moon here for this cycle, there's going to be a lot of people traveling, so there's going to be a lot of opportunity during that travel for learning experiences. See here. Yep. So a lot of spiritual growth opportunities. So it's kind of like the reminder that as you travel around the world, visit family and whatnot, pack up your bags and go see people, that has greatly to do with reconnecting with just people that are obviously helping you on your spiritual path. Temple path is very much about you being on your life's purpose path, like you actually doing what you came here to do. And just sort of that like little kind of gentle reminder that as we travel about, just keep in mind that regardless of what struggles we may endure, it's what we need to do. Okay. Oddly enough, this is in the strength spot. For this cycle, anxiety. I don't know. Like it's one of those things that can be very. I guess you could kind of look at it like the envy card, or like I said with anger, in terms of it's not necessarily a bad thing. It can be maybe a motivator for us to make certain changes. And in fact, if we're having trouble taking that direct action that we need to take, maybe the anxiety and the stress, or maybe panic even that we're feeling, is going to give us the very strength that we need to just be like, I cannot do this anymore. I literally cannot sit with this panic, this anxiety, this stress any longer. I have to do something, and that will be where we find our strength. Root chakra is coming up here on top of that. So there's definitely this feeling of, I won't survive with this any longer. Survival always comes into play with the root chakra because that is our grounding into this physical world. It is centered around our very physical needs, our very the need to just survive in this world. And on top of the anxiety card, I would say that the anxiety and stress is not just stress. This is tapping very much into our basic needs, our very basic survival instincts of, I have to do something because I can't survive like this. Okay? But those things are going to give us the strength we need in order to make the changes that we're going to make. I knew there was something going on with this cycle. The energies felt very intense coming in, and it does sound like there is some change afoot. It looks like this is all leading up to us taking on more education, a more learning role. Maybe even that's more literal. Maybe it's taking more of a teaching role. However, education is definitely on the horizon for many of us right now. So both of the women in this deck, the thinking woman and the woman holding coin, have come up on top of each other. So, like I said, the thinking woman is very much more about the educator role, more learning, more worldly learning, so maybe taking classes and or taking more of that teacher role. However, this is also moving us towards being in that state of confidence and stability and assurance. There's this, I always look at her as just kind of being so collected. She's just not very stressed out about much. She's kind of, she's got everything sort of taken care of for her. She's sitting on her lovely, almost throne-like love seat chair there. She's obviously very decadent. And that's sort of just a lifestyle that she's accustomed to. She has the money and the means and the support that she needs. She also has the animals there with her. Like, she has the companionship. Whatever this woman has and needs resource-wise, she's got it. And it keeps her in a very stable, secure, confident position. And it sounds like all of this is moving us towards A, further educating ourselves, and B, into more of that position of we need to be the calm, collected, confident, secure role. Okay? Beneath all of this, there is this note of making new caring connections. Caring connections can be very much about our intimate relationships. Maybe a lot of us are making new connections with intimate relationships, meeting new partners, or maybe we're deepening connections with our current partners. But I would say it extends beyond that. This is very much just about making connections with people, friends, family, loved ones, intimate relationships, all of that. And making those true soul connections, those people that you meet that you just resonate with, and on a deep level, you were meant to meet those people. okay? And it sounds like we're going to be making those connections, all right? So keep a lookout for that. All right. So pan the camera back up here. With the light on me, I have no idea if I panned it up far enough. Sorry. That is your full moon reading for December 13th, 2016. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and like the video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shining Empathy. You can check me out at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Shining Empathy. And until next time, everyone, love and light to you all. Bye for now.